Uh, looks like I'm live. Dude, I'm cold as hell right now. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna switch into a heavier hoodie because my room is cold as hell. Bend over, nice name. What's going on? This is yes, this is the Mitzoken residence. I answered the phone the other day when my friend called, and I was like, thank you for calling the Mitzoken residence. This is or something like that. No, I was like, thank you for calling the office of Mitzoken. He's not in right now. May I leave a message? Or may I take or something like that? But I did it like super like smooth, so there was no like stuttering or anything. Oh god, the triple bot. The triple bot. Holy shit. Oh my god, Lemon Party. Never go there. Do not go to Lemon Party. It's a horrible place. That's not what I want. Okay, so what I'm doing... I'm gonna go ahead and clear chat now, because that's just annoying. Ah! Yeah, I'm doing a short stream. How do I clear chat? Clear my chat. What's going on, Jimax? You gonna play some Monster Hunter? I probably won't be playing Monster Hunter today. I'm a little under the weather feeling. It's cold in my room. I'm freezing. I know the bots. Maybe I can turn off a couple of the like spam bot detectors. Moobot, here we go. Because I don't need all three of them, just like gang banging like someone that accidentally puts in a couple of caps or kappas. You know, too many kappas. Let's see. Spam filters, settings, off. There we go. So now it shouldn't. It shouldn't. So yeah, Jimax, I'm just doing a short stream. Probably no Monster Hunter. It's just gonna be a little bit of Pokemon to kind of wind down. I just try and stay warm here. Although Monster Hunter and Smash Bros would keep me warm. Anyway, how's everyone's day going? Tay and Jimax. How do I feel about the big Pokemon Direct? I feel like it's gonna be another game. We haven't seen a Pokemon game since 2014, and it feels like it's been a very short time. It's weird because Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire made it feel like... It's weird because it seems like it's been a long time, but at the same time it seems like it hasn't been a long time. I don't know, it's weird. Either way, I feel like it's going to be like a main series Pokemon game, considering we haven't seen one since 2014. Any thoughts on it, Tay or Jimax, of the Pokemon Direct? Farming Najarala's armor. There you go. Dude, the first time I fought Najarala was not a good thing. it was a mess. Ooh, Mewtwo and Smash. Who was saying yesterday or last night in Ice's stream they hated Mewtwo? Was it hashtag? And I'm just like, I love Mewtwo. Another Coliseum? Oh, that would be great. Wouldn't that be weird? I just started streaming Pokemon Coliseum like last week, and then they would announce a new one. That'd be crazy. I got me some hot coffee, and to keep my room warm, I have like one of those scented wax things where you plug it into the wall, and it like melts the wax cube. I also have a oh, my team is full. I have a lava lamp. Here, let me get online. I should probably get online. Let me wait. But yeah, another Coliseum would be pretty sweet. To be honest, the whole Pokemon, what's the word? Like the Pokemon, formula. Yeah, lava lamp. I needed something to replace my Christmas tree when I took it down, so I'm like, dude, I forgot about this lava lamp. No, but, oh, you like my streams. Thank you. Something about the Pokemon formula is... it gets a little old after a while. The whole 8 badges, fight the evil team. You've never seen a lava lamp? Well, once it gets going, I just turn it on, so it's just kind of like a lump of green. But once it gets going, I got you, Tay. We'll webcam that. And then I also have my coffee maker in my room, which helps keep it warm, too. So, again, I'm still going for the shiny Snover. Oh, Tay, how's the progress on the team? Did you ever finish that? Get out of the sand. I hate the sand traps. They're the worst thing. Ah, you're at work. Gotcha. I just got out of class myself about an hour or so ago. Well, it was like 2 hours ago. I wasn't going to stream today, but I figured I may as well give it a try. I did tell people I was going to stream, so I better pull something out of my ass. Still working on a team, you want a Caesar and a Torkoal now. I almost raised a Torkoal at one point. They're pretty cool. I just like the design. He'd be a good rapid spinner for sure. Maybe not the best rapid spinner, but he can get access to it. And he has that white smoke ability, I think. Could be wrong on that. Oh, okay, well, we're giving it a nickname, so... all caps, this is going to be Shovel. Why, I don't know. It makes me think of Snover, though. Like shoveling your driveway. Stream Monster Hunter 4 and Smash. We'll see. I'll probably only be streaming for about an hour, so this will be the only game I get to today. Might just settle for a neutral nature. I can help you out with that if you want to. Help you get at least a nature so you can pass it on. Because I think my shiny Ditto is adamant, which, if that's what you're going for, you could also go for, like, impish or something. Your call. But I could easily get you an adamant one if you just want to breed off of that. At some point, you know, if you... yeah, one more egg. How's the sound, by the way? Does everything sound good? Can hear me in game? Yeah, Adamant is probably one of the best natures of perfect Dittos. Yeah, I got you. I'll work on that at some point tonight. But sound is good? That's good. Thank you. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, Adamant. Probably one of the best natures for Ditto because I end up training so many physical sweepers. It's crazy. I don't understand. Oh, hold on, my cord just came unplugged. I'm trying to get my stylus out. Hold on a second. Did we lose it? It's plugged in. Technical difficulty. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it just came unplugged from the pooter. The computer. Nope, I just gotta reopen the software. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, maybe not. Capture card, what the hell are you doing? There we go. You don't have one special Pokemon that you use Brachydios' favorite. Your favorite Monster Hunter monster is Brachydios? Is that what I'm getting at? Is that what I'm understanding? Oh, let me get the mouse out of here. You don't have a... What do you mean, like a signature Pokemon that you use? Because I wouldn't necessarily say that I have one either. Oh yeah, I just gotta release these. I have way too many of them. Except for Shovel. Shovel gets to stay. Ah, screw it. We'll keep this round. Oh, special. Oh, duh. My bad. I don't know why I didn't see that before. A special attacker. Gotcha. Yeah, worst case scenario, you could go with a mix attacker like Lucario or something. I think I used a mix attacker once. I can't remember what it was though. It was actually pretty. Oh, Salamence. I used a Mixments, as it were, back in the day. It was pretty good. And back in the day, I mean, it was just this generation. Zeb Fox, what's going on? Welcome to stream. Oh, Vivbot got me. There's that stream delay. It beats me. It'll beat me every time. I'm currently just breeding up a set of Snovers and possibly taking challenges. Oh, hold up. Lucario is your favorite? Yeah, careful on the caps. Nightbot will get you. Now I just lost track. Actually, someone was telling me what I used to do was keep up the super training thing, so you can see how many eggs you have. I used to do that, but I just never thought of it on stream. Yeah, Lucario's cool, but it was, probably when No, you're good, Jimax. It was probably when Mega Lucario was banned on Smogon that I kind of stopped following Smogon rules. I was like, come on. I don't know. It just kind of bothered me. I don't even know the Smogon, like, the current Smogon tiers right now. There's always, like, a generic, like, oh, these Pokemon are Ubers and these are overused, etc., but there comes a point in time where it's just like, dog, what are you barking? Oh god, that's loud. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Your favorite Pokemon is Dragonite or Celebi? You can't choose. Those are good Pokemon. Celebi is one I never really think about. Comes a point in time where it's just like... Sure thing, J-Max. There's a point in time where you just gotta woof, you know? And, Joe, no streaming. Why not? Also, welcome. Again, sorry about that. It's probably pretty loud. Ugh, I wasted hatching power. Your computer doesn't know what it's doing. Oh, I was just gonna do a short stream. You want me to try and help you? Oh god, I was looking at chat. I can give you a hand if you want, Joe. Oh my god, what is happening? There we go. Gotta line myself up here. I'm trying to see, maybe I can get song requests going again. Let me see here, music. It's all good. Why, what's your computer doing? Dolan. That sounded weird when I said that. What? The armor what? Ability? Oh, ability maybe? Yeah, I don't know what I can do with these song requests. I'm gonna try and request one. Hey, look at that. More twins. Hold on a second, guys. I'm just gonna try and get these song requests going. Oh, song requests work, guys. Oh god, it's kind of loud though. Let me turn the actual game down. Okay, so there we go. Song requests are on. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Actually, what's the volume on YouTube set at? What's this sound like, guys? The other day I was trying to do song requests and it wasn't working. I don't know if I'll be home later, J-Max. If you want a song request, just type in the little, copy the little link part in YouTube after V equals, or V slash. I think there's like info. Oh, it doesn't like give me info. Here, I can edit this though. There we go. Okay. You're gonna leave me with a song request. Alright. I have to sing along. It better be the Pokemon theme. How's it sound, the song request? It should be about the same as the game was. It might be a little bit louder. I'm just not sure if you can hear me. Because, you know, I'm the important part of stream. Maybe I'll do some Wonder Trades today. It is Wonder Trade Wednesday. There's a fleck of dust on my screen. That was kind of difficult to say for some reason. You're playing Smash Wii U at a friend's house tomorrow. Ah. The only DLC characters I don't have were the most recent ones, Corrin and Bayonetta. I just don't know if they're worth getting or not, because there's so many games that are coming out. I haven't gotten Fire Emblem. And, oh, speaking of Monster Hunter, I've been on the fence about getting Final Fantasy Explorers, or whatever it's called. That new one that came out. That's supposed to be like Monster Hunter. I was thinking about trying it out. Oh god, yes. This song. God damn it, Joe.
You're walking in the woods. There's no one around and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your
Hey,
eye,
hashtag, what's going on?
He's following
Hey, your name was fixed.
He gets down on
It
all
seems kind of
fours
quiet.
and breaks
Can you guys hear it?
into a sprint. He's gaining on you.
Oops.
You're looking for your car, but you're all turned around. He's almost upon you now, and you can see there's blood on his face. My God, there's blood everywhere.
This is a mental experience.
Now it's dark, and you seem to have lost him. But you're hopelessly lost yourself. Stranded with a murderer. You creep silently through the underbrush. Aha! In the distance, a small cottage with a light on. Hope. You move stealthily toward it.
I just...
But your leg! Ah! It's caught in a bear trap!
It's been a while since I've watched this, I'll admit it. I might have to top off my coffee. So let's see. Ice requested Rick Astley Never Gonna Give You Up at one point. Oh, there's like a list of songs. Okay. You guys can hear the music, right?
You limp into the dark woods, blood oozing from your stumped leg. You've beaten Shia LaBeouf.
Join Barack. Like Barack Obama. Okay. Body Slam superstar Jyle LaJuff. Are you trolling with me?
His head topples to the floor, expressionless. You fall to your knees and catch your breath. You're finally safe from Shia LaBeouf.
What? There's like a little volume slider that controls the volume, like on both the video and on VivBot. It's weird. Whoa. What? Do you guys hear that? My TV just growled at me. What the hell? Oh, that was weird. That was weird, guys. This is kind of an old TV. It's a few years old. Ah. I guess I'll turn this back up. This TV is pretty old. Dude, the scariest thing that's ever happened to me, though, was, my grandparents had this flat screen TV, and it wasn't even that old, but one day it just made this horrible screeching sound. It was like, like it was worse than like a dial-up sound, if you guys remember that. Dial-up was like, that was kind of crazy. But when the TV did that, it was freaking loud. After I hatch these 2 eggs, I'm gonna go top off my coffee. I don't know why, I like drinking coffee in the afternoon. It kind of calms me down. So, the problem with playing 3DS is, like, I'm playing with one hand. My right hand is holding my coffee, so it's nice and warm. But my left hand is, like, freaking ice right now. The same thing happens when I'm, like, derping around on the computer in the winter. I'm just, like, browsing YouTube or whatever. And it's just, like, your mouse hand. It gets really cold. So, if you guys didn't hear, there's a Pokemon announcement this Friday. It's at like 7 a.m. Pacific time zone, Pacific US time zone, but I'm Eastern US, so that's like, what, 3 hours difference? It's like 10 a.m. I'm gonna try and watch it, and maybe keep an eye on my Twitter if you're not into, like, waking up that early. You'll probably see it all over, like, news outlets, though, like social media, rather. You won't see Pokemon stuff on news, God no, but you just need the chest armor. Oh, you're getting close. Okay, still no shinies. I really ought to have kept a shiny counter. Alright, let me deposit these Pokemans and then go top off this coffee. This bike too fast. Alright, 1 second, guys. You didn't know that Little Mac gets super armor on all of his smash attacks? Yeah, that's why I don't play as Little Mac. I feel dirty when I play as him. I feel this. It just feels so cheap. Whoops. I don't know. There's just something about it that like I don't like. I feel cheap using him because he gets the KO punch too. Like I don't know. It doesn't feel good getting the KO punch to me. Like, I can understand when an attack is supposed to have super armor, like, I do like Charizard's Rock Smash. That is a really good attack. I love that attack. Like, if someone's giving you trouble getting back on the stage, you just do the Rock Smash, and it's almost like a counter. It's weird. Because it'll hit them if you're facing the right way, and it does, like, if you can do max damage on Rock Smash, because it hits so many times, he's a rat. Lil Mac. You get super armor every time you flip off the map. Oh my god, it was funny the one day this was like, I had Smash for like maybe a month or two at the time, and I got it on release, so it had only been out for that long, for Wii U anyway, and Joe and I were playing, we were both Little Mac. I'm like, alright, just when you're by the edge, don't side B. He, like, turns around to face the ledge. He's like, okay, and just flips off the ledge. It was the best thing ever. We were laughing for, like, an hour after that. I wish they didn't update the game from there because the replay doesn't work anymore. And they didn't have the option to upload it to YouTube at the time. I did that one time with, when I was trying to play as Greninja, doing his down air. It's like the Sonic thing where you just launch yourself downwards. Hey! I like a lot of the Pokemon characters. Like, in 1v1s, I do like the slower characters. I can be a little more technical with them. But when there's a bigger game like a free-for-all, it's tough using a big, like a powerhouse character. Oh, where'd my dashboard go? There we go. It's rained all day today. Do you guys know what hydroplaning is? Because my car was doing that. Like, when you're driving, it, like, follow you on Twitch, it'll be streaming PS4. Hey, I'll check you out. I was driving today, and I do, like, I don't know, it's like a 40-minute drive one way to where I go, and I was hydroplaning. There was so much. It was just raining so much, and I was like, at first I thought my car was like doing something weird. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, oh, there's water on the ground. And it was like, oh, that's kind of scary actually. Actually, Gimax, I literally just got a PS4 like 3 or 4 days ago. What games do you stream, Gimax? Because eventually, you know, I've mostly streamed Nintendo games. There's a handful of games that aren't Nintendo that I stream right now. I have to look, actually, because I don't remember. But I do want to kind of get out of the Nintendo thing and I kind of want to branch out. I'll still stream Nintendo games, obviously. I'm a Nintendo baby, but, you know, I've grown up on it. But it's, you know, I'd like to kind of expand, if that makes sense. I've always tried to, like, do non-exclusive, like, I try to always kind of keep it, like, so I stream most games. But I just always go back to the Nintendo. You had a PS4, but then it took a solar beam. What? What do you do? Stick it in a microwave or something? I don't think it would fit in a microwave. These things are pretty clunky. They're big. They're powerful. I mean, the games look good. Okay, just be careful with the advertising. It's not really in my rules, but it's just in general on Twitch. You don't want to go into someone's, just for like future reference. I wouldn't recommend going into people's streams and be like, "Hey, follow me." Ah, I don't even. Oh, it just burnt out. That sucks. That or like my friend had a GameCube that burnt holes in the disc with the laser, so I could see that being like a solar beam. We ended up recording that. We recorded a thing where one of my friends, we had a group of friends, one of them climbed to the top of a tree. We threw the GameCube at the ground, and then everyone just started hitting it with hammers and baseball bats. That was funny. I wish we still had that recording. People still play Call of Duty. I've never played it. How I got my PS4 was pretty funny. I wanted to get Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth for it, and they only had the Call of Duty bundle, so I'm like, ah, man, because all the used ones were sold out, and I was like, I want to get used because, you know, it's cheaper. So Joe actually in chat was with me at the time, and he was like, why don't you just buy the bundle, sell them back the Call of Duty game, and then buy the Digimon game? I'm like, Joe, you're a fucking genius. So that's what I ended up doing. Like, I had him call, because we were already there. I had him call, and he's like, would we look like an asshole if we bought the bundle and sold you back the game? And they're like, nah. It was funny. Oh, no, not you. So I have a free map update to Call of Duty. If that's what anyone wants, I don't know how to get it. It's probably in the box somewhere, which I think is at his house. What's up, Straw? Yeah, that is a true story. It was the one that just came out, Call of Duty 3 Modern Warfare or something. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I don't know. I don't really follow those games. Oh shoot, what am I doing? I need an egg. Okay, Jimax, I will add you after stream. Yeah, Black Ops 3, I think that was the one. It came with like a free map pack. I don't know. The box is still at Joe's house. I mean, I'm not saying Call of Duty's a bad game. I was just never really into first-person shooters in general. The only one I could really get into, aside from Borderlands, that had more like RPG elements. I did like the first few Halo games I've played. 1 and 2 I played. And those were really fun. I almost beat 1 on my own when I was little. I wasn't that little, but I was, you know, it was like, what, 10, 15 years ago that game came out. At least. Probably longer. But I did like those when it comes to first-person shooters. Let me think what else. Borderlands is... The whole Borderlands series is just fantastic. I know there's at least one more I played. Fallout's okay. I couldn't really get into Bethesda games. That's more of like... It has like RPG elements too. Powerade Pop, what is going on? Welcome to stream. Fivbot beat me. That sounds like something I would have done, like, when I was a child. I would put, like, Pepsi or something into, like, ice cube trays, put little, like, some saran wrap. Hey, Ice, what's going on? Oh, thank you for the follow, Powerade. I appreciate it. Powerade Pop is looking for a trade. Are you looking for anything specific, Powerade? Because I completed a live deck, so if you need a Pokemon, I can just breed it and get you one. How's your day going, everyone, while you're all here? Tay stopped in a little bit earlier. But as I was saying, like, I used to put, like, Pepsi or orange juice or something in, like, an ice cube tray and put some, like, plastic wrap over it, and then put, like, toothpicks into it, and then, like, freeze it overnight. By far, the best was, like, orange juice, because it, like, flake. It was, like, flaky as almost like a popsicle. You want a Volcanion? Oh, I don't have a Volcanion, sadly. Alright, I did complete the live decks, but I didn't get some of the mythic rare Pokemon. I can bread Pokemon now. Yeah, you just put them in a deep fryer, you put some breading on them, you put them in a deep fryer, and roughly a half hour. No, not a half hour, that's a little too long, they'll get chewy. Not to be mistaken for Chewbacca. Oh. I thought you were being sarcastic, hashtag. I didn't mean I didn't mean to go off on a rant. I'm not an asshole, I promise. I thought you were being sarcastic, so I was kind of like giving you the sarcastic answer back. My bad, dude. I didn't mean it. Oh. But yeah, you can breed Pokemon. It's good for getting I am an asshole. Don't let my innocent demeanor fool you. No, but you have rare stuff if anyone just wants to trade. Well, there you go. I always tell people, oh, congrats, Jimax. That was pretty funny though, hashtag. I actually thought when you said that, I thought I misspoke. I thought I said I bred Pokemon. I mean, I guess you can technically in the Pokemon world bred them, though. Be kind of weird. Like, breaded Magikarp or something. Oh, hey, here's a shameless plug, guys. I released a new YouTube video. Oh! It's not a full stream either. It's like a highlight reel. It's pretty good. I was playing Pokemon Coliseum, and the Pokemon, it was on an emulator, and once in a great while a Pokemon would come out and it would be super, like, glitchy? I don't know, it was weird. Shiny male Pyroar for trade with a life orb. Well, there you go. If anyone's interested in that. I don't know if anyone here actually plays Pokemon aside from me. Turning Pokemon into food. It just happens, okay? It's like, it's been a few hours since I ate lunch, and I still got a few hours to go till dinner. So, you know, I got food on the mind. Games. Oh yeah, that's right. He just tweeted at us that he did order Pokemon, and what was the other one? Animal Crossing? And you got a Nadrala Glaive. There you go. That's having the weapon to go with the armor is always good because it generally gives it similar buffs that you need for it, like stun attack or whatever. I don't actually know what the glaive does. What, you know, buffs it has. It was Animal Crossing? Gotcha. You know, I'm surprised that how many people show up to an Animal Crossing stream. Like, when I told Ice one day I was going to stream it, and I did, a lot of people showed up. It was really weird. I'm not complaining. I just didn't expect it. hacked Pokemon or two, they glitch on occasion. So in Coliseum, it was weird though when they were glitched because they weren't like broken or anything, subjectively speaking. Some people might think so. But it was weird because it was only graphical issues. Like, because it was an emulator, I think, on the computer, sometimes it wouldn't render right. Like, some Pokemon would have no eyes, and it was super creepy. Ah, no! This one's getting a nickname, too. Yes. Animal Crossing seems like a nice, relaxing game to stream, good for conversations. Yeah. That's pretty much what it was, too. Almost to the point, like, of this game is, like, the same way, I think. I butchered that sentence. I'm sorry. I think you get what I was saying, though. Yeah. Like, typically people challenge me when I'm playing Pokemon, though, so that kind of keeps the conversation going. It's hard to communicate. Yeah, that's true. Communicating on stream is a little rough, but using Twitch chat is good, like how I have the chat up on screen right now. The downside is if you're not using XSplit, it's weird because it's hard to get a chat room that won't show your whispers or anything. I don't know. I use OBS now because XSplit just lags hard on me. You recommend Bayonetta 2? Oh, the ice, gotcha. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no eggs, and I'm trying to do a hatching run right now. I need to gather me eggs. Gather me eggs, matey! That probably sounded better in my head. Get the booty! Pirate mitts. Your abilities are Master Capture, Note Ears, no par- Oh, okay. Now, Note Ears, that's when a monster roars and you don't flinch. Am I correct in assuming that? Because that shit's annoying. I hate it. It's alright when you have an Insect Glaive and you get the defense buff. And then your ears aren't affected. But otherwise, it's just super annoying. Okay, yeah, that is pretty good. Okay, Ice. Not being able to get paralyzed is pretty good too. I got paralyzed for no reason fighting the Naturala last night. Like, it bit me, and it was like, nope, you can't move now. And I'm like, oh, that's good. Joe, you're excited for tomorrow. What's going on? Oh, yeah, that the Shisha will come in, right? That is exciting. Let's get that last egg. Welcome back, Ice. I almost considered saying Jello, but I just, all I see in my head when I say it is actual Jello. I use Jello brand when I make pudding. It's weird, I never knew they made pudding. And I only make pudding for pie, so I don't know. I don't know where this conversation was really going, but we're going with it. I really do have to upgrade my armor in Monster Hunter. I'm gonna pudding pie. I guess in that sense I have pudding, but I make it mostly for coconut cream pie. It's like my specialty because it's super easy to make. I forgot what I was gonna do. I'm over here on this side of my computer. Oh yeah. Someone should drop me an uptime command. Stream for maybe another... Ooh, stream lag. It's gotta be on Twitch's end. I'm not dropping any frames right now. Or my internet, but it's... At least my computer ain't chugging. Thank you, Straw. That's about what I was expecting. I wanted to stream for like an hour. I can go for another 20 minutes or so. Oh, and Joe. Oh, at the same time. 1 second difference. So regarding that that Pokemon announcement, something tells me that we're gonna get a new generation of Pokemon because they revealed that one new what the hell is it called, Magirna or whatever. I don't know. It was that new Pokemon? It looked like a gear thing. Anyway, I think we're getting a new generation announced or something, or at least the next game. I didn't really. When Tay asked me, I was thinking, you know, it might just be Pokemon Z or whatever. But I'm almost thinking it's gonna be the next generation of Pokemon, which would be interesting. And kind of crazy since Volcanion wasn't even released yet. Hell, I don't even know if it was announced yet. I do know it was found in the code of the games. Pokemon Snap 2, one can dream, can't they? That would be fantastic. Pokemon Snap 2, we need it. Or Tay said, I guess, a next installment to the Pokemon Coliseum series. That would be cool. I would like that. I'm not really sure what else it could be, aside from those three possibilities. I guess it could be a Pokemon Go release date announcement, like, here's some stuff. Here's Pokemon Go, don't get hit by a car catching a Rattata. If Danny DeVito voices Detective Pikachu, that would be an instant buy. Shit, I would buy that game twice on each of my DS's. Did you see that they actually had like a poll? Not a poll, but like a petition, I think? I think it was a petition to have Danny DeVito voice Pikachu. You know what I would do? I would actually buy it 3 times. Because I would go to Joe's house, steal his 2DS, and buy the game again. Oh, I probably did retweet it. It was funny, so I had to. But yeah, for those who don't know, Detective Pikachu is a game that was... I think it was already released in Japan now, but... either that or it was just announced. I'm not really too sure on the details of it, but... basically, it's just a Pokemon 3DS side game. Leave your door wedge alone. It's funny because upstairs you don't have any doors. But I digress. Yeah, Detective Pikachu is just like a... think of like... I don't know, it's probably like a Phoenix Wright or like Professor Layton game or something, but Pokemon. Maybe not Professor Layton, that's more puzzle. But it's, you know, Detective Pikachu. I mean, you're in the Pokemon world, and your Pikachu's a detective, I guess. And people, like, it's a talking Pikachu, and it has, like, this deep Japanese voice in the, like, the trailers and stuff. And people were wanting, Danny DeVito to voice Pikachu. I'm Detective Pikachu! I can't do a Danny DeVito voice. Detective Pikachu! Nope. Nope. I'm gonna have to work on Danny DeVito. You gotta slug him, kid! I don't know. Your doorless Wodge. Wedge, yes. I think I'll do one more round of eggs. I'll do some wonder trading, and that should probably put me right up to about 4 o'clock. And then I'll call it a stream. But until then, we're gonna do some Danny DeVito. Not really. I'm not doing any more Danny DeVito. I can't do it. But I can do a pretty wicked Psyduck. That was a bad Psyduck, but it was still pretty good. It actually reminds me. I was driving home one day with another friend. I don't know if I told you about this, Joe. It was with Aaron. We were coming back from somewhere. And we were just doing all the anime Pokemon voices we could think of. Some were pretty good. Like, that poor Psyduck. It wasn't a good one. Let me clear my throat and try again. Psyduck! Okay, it was good first and then bad again. I could do a pretty good Magikarp, though. I think I'm just too tired to do impressions. Every time I stream, I can't do impressions because I'm tired. I can do a Snorlax. Even my Snorlax impressions just sounds like I have a stuffy nose. I'll work on impressions for you guys. Oh! Hold on, I'm gonna pause it real quick.
Your mother is dead.
Yep. Alright, Joe, I see what you got going on. Let me lower the volume of this.
We're evolving. Your mother is dead.
Who wants from him?
Oh my god, this is one...
Just to have pansy.
No, this is one I'm going to actually show on stream. Oh no. I do like video game music, and I will show you some of my favorite original soundtracks in one moment. Add window. Okay, yes, Joe, you definitely win. Let me, oh god, OBS is, like, kind of weird when adding stuff. Here. Ah, it's so big! No, it wasn't. I was just kidding. So, I don't know what YouTube channel this is. Joe just, put this in chat, but...
We're evolving. Your mother is dead.
Who wants from him?
I didn't go to Vietnam just to have pansies like you take my freedom away from me.
My roommate was a frog kid. You ever see a frog kid?
Those guys got bashed and bloody. I need some trash to plug up the cut.
Humans are filthy. Dirty filthy.
I can't believe this. I just can't believe this. I am not a human being. Cold-blooded.
Yes!
Look, If life pushes you down, you gotta push back. If you're dealt a bunch of lemons, you gotta take those lemons and stuff them down somebody's throat until they see yellow.
I am not a human!
I don't know how many years
It's
on
not even
this
done.
earth I got left. I'm gonna get real weird with it. I'm tired of people telling me what I can't do. I'll say I can't be a pilot. I can't be a doctor.
Beautiful, Joe. Some of my favorite soundtracks. Let me think. You know what was a surprisingly good soundtrack was Mario Galaxy. Let me think. Oh god. Xenoblade Chronicles had a fantastic soundtrack. A lot of JRPGs do, actually. Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn had a good soundtrack. Let me think. You're not spamming? Oh, I didn't see what you said. It might just, hold on. Oh, yeah, if you do all caps, Nightbot typically is just like, nope. Or Moobot, whoever the hell did it. Nightbot. You'll learn to hate Nightbot a lot. Let me look. I got a couple of... Oh! Skullgirls. If you like jazzy, like more of like a jazz, like a high-pitched... Not high-pitched, but a high-tempo jazz, Skullgirls has a great soundtrack. Let me think. I'm gonna pull up my iTunes. iTunes sucks, by the way. Don't use iTunes. Let me think here. Monster Hunter 4, Monster Hunter 3, both have, well, Monster Hunter in general. When it comes to chiptune, Undertale, Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons, and Oracle of Ages. Jacob Swag, welcome to stream. Oh yeah, and Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, or whatever it was called. Smash Bros. A lot of Smash Bros. Want to play Monster Hunter. Proof of a Hero is a nice track. What is Okay, thank you for stopping by, Ice Maiden. I might have a Razor Claw for your Sneasel. Actually, I probably can get you one, Jacob. What is Proof of a Hero from? I probably won't be able to play Monster Hunter after this. I don't know if I'll be busy or not. Oh, Final Fantasy Dissidia has a lot of remixes of Final Fantasy songs, sort of like a compilation. Let's see. In my favorites playlist, there's just a lot of Pokemon. From Monster Hunter. I'd have to look into it. What's it called? Proof of a Hero? Oh, right. Oh, speaking of chiptune, Cave Story has good music. The Mario and Luigi series. As in, like, Mario and Luigi, Did I already hatch these? I did. I'm running around like an idiot. Okay, so we're gonna finish off with a few, Wonder Trades. I'm not gonna Wonder Trade this whole box. That'd just take forever. Actually, I don't want to sound like, like an otaku or anything, but Fairy Tail, I don't really watch it anymore. I'll probably try and catch up with Joe at some point, but they had good music. How the hell do you wonder? There it is. I could not find it. I mean, aside from that, it's mostly games you already play, I think. You know what's weird is that Sonic the Hedgehog games, whether they're good or bad, the good ones or the bad ones, how would I get you a Razor Claw? I think I have enough... If you can get them from the Battle Chateau, I might have enough points for one. Oh, Bravely Default. That has some good music. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog games, whether they're the good ones or the bad ones, they typically are pretty good. No username 7. I gotta throw. I'll take a look right after this Wonder Trade. I can't pick up my stylus. Toradora. Oh god. Here, I gotta open up the page again, I think. Bootleg banana boat. Hey, okay, so Joe and I were gonna come up with a band. That might be really... Oh god, that's fucking loud. Ah! Why is it so loud? Joe and I were gonna come up with a band called Cuz Fuck It. And we're gonna call a song Bootleg Banana Boat. Uh-oh. Oh, he did a Freedom Planet rock cover? I don't know if, can you use links that aren't YouTube for the song request? Let's see, Razor Claw, right? That's what I'm looking for. Doesn't look like they have it here. Let me check the other side. I don't see it. Hey, look at that. I don't have enough battle points, though. I'm too short. Here. Here, 1 second. You're too short as well, Joe? You know, actually that crossed my mind. What's going on, Lepma? Yeah, I've never actually seen someone use it. Oh, is this an extended version? It is. I've never actually seen someone use SoundCloud links. I don't know if it'll work. It doesn't look like it's working. He might... Did he upload it as a YouTube video? You might have to try that. But yeah, what's going on, Letma Funky? Welcome back. Oh. I've never actually watched the extended version of this. It seems like it's still a little loud. Oh, okay. Pucciana. It's not that bad. I mean, that's not that good. The complete opposite of what I wanted. Oops. Hold on. After I start this next Wonder Train, I'm gonna see if I can figure out if I can get... SoundCloud links to work, but it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to, because there's no option. There's like no option for it. Settings, maybe? Let's check that out. No, there's no option, sadly. I don't know how it worked in other chats, or other streams rather. Alright, we'll stream for about another 5 minutes.
We're evolving.
We're evolving! I gotta practice. Maybe I can practice my Danny DeVito's.
Is dead.
Your mother is dead! It doesn't sound like Danny DeVito in my head. You guys will have to let me know if it's actually good.
Mother is dead. Your mother is dead.
Your mother is dead! Oh, my coffee's cold. Ew. Oh, I got an Eevee. Just play Pokemon. I don't want to just play Pokemon. We don't play Pokemon around here. You think this is? What, you think we play anime music too? Huh. That seems like it's a decent Eevee. Well, you telling me what I can and cannot do? He says something like that, right? Will Twitch let me stream Bayonetta 2? Let's see. Let me check it out. I think there's actually like banned games for like a Twitch thing. Banned. No, I don't want banned Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Banned Twitch games. Let's see if I can see a band. Hey, an Electric. I love his name. It's stupid. It's literally Electric with like a couple of changes. Bayonetta 2, you can stream it. But if you want to stream What's Under Your Blanket, I'm sorry, you're out of, you can't, you're out of luck there. Why do I keep going here? Oh my god. There are some fucked up games apparently. Oh my god. There is a scene where she's completely naked. I'm sure there's got to be more than one scene. There's got to be. She literally uses her hair as a weapon. Alright, we'll do this for the last Wonder Trade.
I'm Danny DeVito, and this is the Great Detective Pikachu. That's me. Because I'm the greatest detective of them all.
Hey, Atrico. You're gonna need a warning label on your channel. Wait, does it really require a warning? Alright. We'll probably end stream shortly here. Exactly 4 o'clock for me right now. Oh, dang! This one's got a couple of egg moves. Look at that. And it's timid. There you, that's not bad. Eh. Yeah, that is true. Bayonetta 2, well, Bayonetta 1 and 2 both have a lot of sexual themes. Let's see if I've got anything else for you guys. Oh yeah, I did say earlier, but I did upload a new YouTube video. Way more than the first Bayonetta there. That's insane. But yeah, I uploaded a new YouTube video for my main channel on YouTube. If you guys want to check that video out, it's pretty funny. I thought it was. So that's all I've got for tonight. Today, tonight, tomorrow, and the next day. Not really. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. I'm not really sure yet what's going on. So I'll leave it with
Danny DeVito.